Good morning to all. In last class, we have been discussed with assessment, capital gain and assessment of individual, and some of the parts with regard to income from other sources. Here, now I am going to discuss with the assessment. Then here, the meaning of assessment is computing the total income of the assessee, calculation of the tax on such taxable income and imposing tax liability of the same. Then assessment, go through the handout which have been already so far issued in the last classes. Then according to handout, then go through the handout. Assessment refers to computing total income of the assessee from all the heads of income by consideration of deduction and exemption. And here, while calculation of the total income of the assessee, you need to go with format. Then assessment here refers to, according to the format, different kinds of things are there. Then salary provisions also applicable, house property provisions also applicable, then business and profession provisions also applicable, then capital gain provisions also applicable, and income from other sources provisions also applicable. Then here, first each and every chapter you should have to go before solving this problem. This is compulsory problem in the examination, 15 marks problem. Before solving the problem, go through all the provisions of salary, house property, business and profession, capital gain and other sources. Then first, after calculation of all the income according to the provisions of the all the heads, then what you are calculating, the total income is said to be gross total income before deduction. Then after deduction, under section 80, what you are getting, that is total taxable income. Let's go with first problem. Then exercise 29, section C, chapter is assessment of individual. Exercise 29. Then here, first exercise 29, I will read out the problem first. From the following particulars of income of Mr. Rajendra, compute his total income for the assessment year 2019 and 2020. Then first point, A point, salary at 68,000 per annum, rent from house property. See here, total information he is given. You have to bifurcate which is related to salary, which is related to house property, which is related to business and profession, which is related to capital gain, and which is related to other sources. First, salary point given related to salary income, bifurcation according to the heads. Then rent from house property. Then in case of rent from house property, this is related to income from house property. Interest on fixed deposit, already we have been discussed in other sources. This is related to other sources. Interest on deposit with Maruti Company Limited, related to other sources. Interest from government securities, related to other sources. Then which is going to gross up and which is not going to gross up. Which have to compulsory to gross up or which is not to gross up. In case of security, in case of government tax-free security, either it may be the full value given, means net amount given, or amount of security and rate of interest given. In all the cases, you need to gross up. Then dividend received from cooperative society, dividend from Indian company exempt from tax according to section 10 subsection 34. Then next, dividend from Indian company, he owns a poultry farm from which his profit are rupees 50,000. This is related to a business. He sold his residential house in April 2018 for rupees 5,40,000, which he had purchased for rupees 80,000 in May 1999, and its fair market value of rupees on 1/4/2001 was rupees 1 lakh. Cost inflation index also given. During the previous year, he purchased national savings certificates. Then national savings certificate purchase related to 80C. Contribution to PPF 80C. Paid premium 8,000 on mediclaim policy, that is 80D. Let us discuss one by one. First, Roman 1, income from salary. Income from salary, gross salary they have been given. Then out of that gross salary, rupees 40,000 rupees is a compulsory deduction. Then here, first in that gross salary, you need to take in inner column 68,000. Gross salary 68,000 rupees is a gross salary. Then 68,000 rupees gross salary minus standard deduction. Minus standard deduction 40,000, then 28,000 income from salary. 28,000 income from salary. Next, Roman 2, income from house property. Roman 2, income from house property. Then in that house property, rent from house property given. Rent from house property 3,000 rupees per month. Then here rent received being gross annual value. Rent received being gross annual value. What rent they have been received? 36,000 per annum. 36,000. Then check it out, is there any tax related to this property given or not? Then municipal tax paid nil. Municipal tax paid nil. Same 36,000. This is net annual value. 36,000 net annual value. Then here in that first deduction under section 24. Deduction under section 24. Then standard deduction also applicable, 30% of net annual value. Then if there is a interest related to property taken for purchase of the property or payment of earlier loan, that also you need to calculate. Then here house property income 36,000 minus then standard deduction. This is a standard deduction 36,000 into 30%. Standard deduction 36,000 into 30%. 36,000 into 30%, 10,800. Standard deduction is 10,800. Then out of 36,000 minus 10,800, 25,200. 25,200. This is income from house property. Income from house property 25,200. Next, income from business. Next head, income from business. Here Roman 3, income from business. Then here in income from business, first if net profit given, that net profit as per P&L account you should have to take. If net profit not given, income from poultry farming 50,000 rupees they have been given. 50,000 rupees outer column 50,000. Next, Roman 4, if there is a capital gain given, capital gain also given, point I. He sold a residential house in April 2018 for rupees 5,40,000 which he had purchased for rupees 80,000. Then here fourth head is capital gain. Fourth head capital gain. Then sale consideration. Sale consideration inner column 5,40,000. Sale consideration inner column 5,40,000. Then less transfer expenses. Less transfer expenses. Then if there is a expenditure incurred for the purpose of selling of the property, nothing have been given. Transfer expenses nil. Same 5,40,000. 5,40,000 net sale consideration. Less in that number 1 indexed cost of acquisition. Number 1 indexed cost of acquisition. Then what they have been given with relate to indexed cost of acquisition. Which are all the things they have been given with relate to indexed cost of acquisition when they have been purchased the property. Then here, while calculation of the indexed cost of acquisition, we have been already discussed in capital gain. Cost of acquisition if purchased before 2001, before price or 2001 fair market value, whichever is more is adopted as cost of acquisition. Then here, indexed cost of acquisition is that cost of acquisition of the property into sales year index divided by purchase year index. Then here, here cost of acquisition is when they have been purchased in the year 1999, 80,000. Then fair market value is 1 lakh. Whichever is more, fair market value is more. In that 1 lakh rupees in bracket 1 lakh into, then what is the sales index, sales year index they have been given 1 lakh rupees in bracket 1 lakh into sales year index they have been given at the end 280, sales year index 280 divided by 100, sales year index 280 divided by 100. Then here 100 if property purchased before 2001, before price, whenever you are comparing with the fair market value, the indexation rate is 100. Then here it comes to rupees 2,80,000. 2,80,000. Then if there is a indexed cost of improvement, then you need to calculate, but nothing improvement have been given, this much only 2,80,000. 2,80,000. Then 5,40,000 minus 2,80,000. 5,40,000 minus 2,80,000. Here 5,40,000 minus 2,80,000. Then 2,60,000 rupees is capital gain. 2,60,000. This is capital gain. Then after this, you need to go with income from other sources. The fifth head, income from other sources. First, let us to discuss again income from other sources. And in this problem, fifth head, income from other sources. Then in income from other sources, what they have been given, interest on fixed deposit 2,400, interest on FD 2,400. Next, after interest on fixed deposit, then interest on deposit with Maruti Company Limited, net they have been given. This is not listed security. Means if it is tax-free commercial security, if it is tax-free commercial security, in each and every case grossing up is compulsory. If it is not a tax-free commercial security, less tax security, compulsory you should have to grossing up in case of net amount of security given. In case of amount of security and rate of interest given, then it is a case of less tax security, no need to gross up. Then here net amount given, because of that grossing up is compulsory. Interest on deposit with Maruti Company, interest on deposit with Maruti, interest on deposit with Maruti Company in bracket 2,700 into 100 divided by 90. Then here 2,700 into 100 divided by 90, that is 3,000. Total grossing up is 3,000. Next, after that, interest on government security, there is no indexation rate, there is no TDS rate for government security, no question of grossing up. Interest on government securities, interest on government securities, that is 15,000. Interest on government securities 15,000. Next, after interest on government security, dividend from cooperative society. Then dividend from cooperative society. If it is a foreign company or cooperative society fully taxable, then 10,000. 10,000 rupees. Next, dividend from Indian company exempt from tax. Then 2,401 income, then 3,000 rupees, then 15,000, then 10,000, 30,400. The total 30,400 income from other sources. Income from other sources. Then the total of the same. This is a gross total income. Total of the all the heads of income. Gross total income. First, what we have been got. Then 68 minus 28,000 rupees first head. Then second head is 25,200 rupees we have been got. Third head 50,000 rupees. Then fourth head 2,60,000 rupees. Then last head of income is 30,400 rupees. 30. Then total is 3,93,600. 3,93,600 less deduction under section 80. In that 80C, out of that what they have been given interest on NSC purchase 10,000. Then in 80C, NSC purchased that is 10,000, inner column itself. Then one more interest on PPF, contribution to PPF. Here contribution to PPF, then contribution to PPF amount of contribution to PPF 15,000. Then next, ETD mediclaim insurance policy is there. Already we have been discussed in the 5th semester also. Then mediclaim insurance premium 8,000. Then here mediclaim insurance, this is 8,000. 25 plus 8, 33,000. 3,93,600 minus 33,000, 3,60,600. Then here 3,60,600. This is total income. This much only the problem. Then here you should have to remember one thing. In this problem, notes are compulsory. In each and every problem of the income tax, notes are compulsory. Wherever it is possible, you should have to write the note. If you have been left something, if you have been considered something as a special compulsory, you should have to write the note. Then here, read out the note where it is possible. Then salary, for that salary, standard deduction salary is rupees 14,000, that you should have to need to write the note. Then rent from house property, for that there is no note. In case of less tax commercial security, that is related to Maruti Company Limited. In case of less tax commercial security, when net amount of security given, compulsory to gross up. Then for point E, in case of government security, no need to gross up. Then for Indian company dividend from Indian company exempt from tax. Then poultry farming income is considered to be income from business. Then next, after that, residential house has been sold. Then you need to write the note with related to capital gain. If property purchased before 2001, before price or fair market value, whichever is more adopted as cost of acquisition of the same, that also have been taken. Then mediclaim insurance premium paid related to deduction under section 80D. This is related to exercise 29 chapter assessment of individual. Next problem we'll discuss in next class. Thank you.